is good, Foundation Nation? Welcome to episode 2 of Break 60.
Yeah.
That was a good spin, hon.
I haven't practiced it.
If you guys watched the episode last month, you'll see that I was about 18 strokes, give or take, off pace.
Give or take.
That's okay. It was the first month of doing it. Also, Hunter, there's a big turnaround going into this video, okay?
Yeah.
Because last time I told everybody on the camera, it felt like I was playing in front of all the haters. But now I know, because I looked at the hundreds of comments that we had on the last video, and I know now that there's no one watching who isn't just like one of my friends.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It feels like last video, I was playing for a bunch of critics.
Well, also literally, because Trevor was out here.
That's true.
And now you have me.
That is true.
So you went from your biggest critic to your biggest supporter.
There we go.
1 for 1. Take that, Trev.
I'm entering into this video with a whole different vibe. Now I don't feel nervous. I feel excited because I feel like
we're breaking it today.
I feel like I'm about to play disc golf with a bunch of my friends, and I feel like I have no pressure with that. I feel great today. Also, my disc golf feels a little bit better than last time. I feel like I'm holding onto the disc a little bit longer. But Hunter, what are we gonna do today? What's our goal?
I was telling Connor, if we look at this map behind here, what I think we need to do is we really need to strategize and break down, because there's some of these holes that aren't gonna be birdie holes and there's some that are.
Yeah.
So we start off 1 through 5, all birdie chances. We don't need to get all of them, but I think we're being aggressive. Then we go into the stretch of 6, 7, 8, really 6 through 11. That's the survive stretch.
Survival, okay.
So 6 through 11, like, could you make birdies? Absolutely. Are we expecting birdies? No. I think 7 is a shorter par 4, so like maybe there.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are just like, just survive that stretch.
Okay.
Then we're back. 12, very birdieable. 13, if our forehand's feeling good, birdieable. 12 through 15, great birdie opportunities. 16's a little break in the action. 17 through 20, birdie opportunities. So we're basically gonna attack, hit the brakes, attack. The goal obviously is what, 4 under?
Yeah, 4 under. That is definitely doable. I don't feel like that's an impossible task for me at all. It's just gonna take me not really blowing up at all. Again, my release feels a lot better right now than it did a few weeks ago, so I'm gonna ride that high while I have it.
Walk me through forehand, off the table completely, on the table, questionably.
It depends on the hole. If it needs a forehand, then I'm willing to do it, but like right here I have a gap.
Yeah.
And I just feel way more confident throwing a backhand through the gap than a forehand. Get off of it. Oh! Really bad kick.
Kick
but
left.
I can get up and down for 3.
All right, we've located his disc.
Where's the basket?
He's in some crap.
If you're in a spot on this hole where you can't see the basket,
that's a bad spot.
It's a bad spot. Oh.
Now, Connor, there was one objective. It's across the path I'm standing on. Did you just get swatted?
I got swatted. There's a lot of branches I was trying to throw through.
All right, well now we're in a different predicament. Now we do want to try to get up and down.
That is not at all where we wanted to land.
That was worst case scenario.
That was worst
for
case
sure.
Scenario. All right, I tell you, I can't get up and down from here. Like it's almost impossible. Ow! Goodness.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna triple bogey this one.
No, you lay that up for a double.
I still don't have an easy shot.
So from here, you just got to get past that like grouping of trees in front of the basket. Just don't. You're not making this.
I haven't even gotten to the basket on the first hole, and I'm already like wishing so much that this hadn't happened.
The goal of today is just to learn what holes we need to golf on and what holes we need to attack.
I feel like you changed your
well, no, I still think
after
you can,
those first
No. You can still beat it today, but I'm saying in this course of the whole series,
all right,
we aren't trying, like it's not make or break.
Yeah, you're right. There we go. All right,
that's
double on the first hole. Figured out the issue.
Oop.
My shoe was untied.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. Double to start. No big deal. Think of it this way. If you birdie the next hole, you'd be okay with 1 over through 2.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You're right. I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you birdie hole 3 or 4, you'd be okay with even through 4.
It's true.
That's all it takes.
All right, I'm going to go gold con here. We're on hole 2. This one is 234 feet. Right up there. Just got to hit a little gap.
Pretty big gap. You got it.
Hunter, just let you know, last time.
No. Stop it.
I can't do this again.
We're not talking about last time.
I promise you I can't do this again. This is just for your entertainment. I hit that tree.
The little skinny guy?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Well.
That is completely fine.
I could birdie from there.
Yeah, that'll be just a long putt.
Ah! A lot of
That's all right.
Though.
There we go. Hey, we're only 2 over through 2 now. See, that's not nearly as bad.
It's better.
Yeah, every hole you par gets better. 2 over through 3 actually sounds like a decent start.
Hole 3, 271. Up there, I'm gonna throw a backhand.
Basket's over here somewhere.
To the right, yeah.
Oh no, you okay?
Yeah, I was slipping basically during the entire run up.
I filmed you more than the disc because I thought that's what the people would want to see.
It's gonna be a 3.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
It's really wet up there.
Yeah, don't do that
just
again.
to let you know.
All right.
Nice.
Great shot.
All right.
Well done.
A 3.
2 over through 3, man.
That's kind of a
Someone
good
cool
start.
him off.
Yeah. Hole 4, 249 feet. I've been thinking about this hole lately.
Yeah.
I told myself next time I play here, I'm gonna go passion off this tee.
Okay.
Just because I like the flight for it.
Yeah, I like that.
But every time I get on this tee pad, I want to throw a shaman.
Go long.
Yeah.
Go long once.
Yeah, I'm gonna do passion.
Once you go long, then dial it back. Until you go past the basket, throw the passion.
I also kind of like feel better about hitting gaps right now with drivers. My drivers have felt good, which is weird for me. Well, that wasn't like a terrible throw for what I wanted to do, but really bad result because I threw it into a tree. Got put in a kind of another jail spot. I think a forehand roller on the right is kind of my best way of getting some distance.
I heard a hard tree. What happened?
It's just one of those unlucky things where I happened to hit a very, very skinny tree with a vertical disc.
Can you get anything out to the left? Because there's a big opening over here if you can get to it.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Just on it.
Uh-oh.
Well.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I get the chance to make a putt for a birdie, it's going to be awesome.
Oh, you did have one on 2. Breaking 60, we require 8 birdies and no bogeys from here on out.
Why didn't I score? My watch is being ratchet right now.
So that's going to be pretty tough to do. So I think instead what we do now is we're out here to learn the course today. This is just a practice round. Your caddy's walking with the yardage book and you're figuring it out. This next stretch of holes, this hole's the end of the beginning.
The first stretch.
The first stretch of like, okay,
birdie
let's try to get some birdie holes.
Yeah, 4 over through the birdie holes.
Yeah. You typically want to be 2 to 3 under coming into here. But that's not the end of the world. We know what to do on those first few holes. I think from here on out, our goal is we just try to attack every hole and figure out like what is working, what doesn't work. So like when you're in a position to attack, because there's going to be a day where you have to play all these holes conservative, and like that's easy to do. Well, attacking is harder to do. So I think we attack when we're down.
For me, playing conservative where the fairway is like 15 feet wide.
So maybe we need to practice. Maybe we practice playing conservative then.
No, attacking is way more fun.
Oh, but what do you think you're gonna need more practice at? Playing conservative or attacking?
I don't think it matters if I'm playing conservative or I'm attacking. Either way, I have to hit a gap.
Well, do you normally hit gaps more? Do you normally hit gaps more if you throw hard or if you throw soft?
It's a wash. Even it's tied.
Well, there's got to be one. What are you more comfortable with?
Scared of both of them.
Let's look at it this way. You're in a field. You're 300 feet away from a basket.
Okay.
What disc are you throwing to that basket?
I'm probably gonna throw a hyzer with a driver.
So softer. You don't like really laying into discs.
No, I don't.
So we need to factor that whenever we're choosing tee shots.
I have no idea, Hunter.
That's what you just said.
I don't even know if that's true. But I would throw the disc hard. I'd throw an overstable disc and I'd throw it hard.
All right, let's just throw the shot.
I think we just need to move on from this scenario because I don't know.
Trevor likes throwing a faster disc slower through gaps versus I like throwing a slower disc harder through gaps. And like right now, we got to hit gaps.
I don't like either one. So that's where that's.
Well, but like, which one are you gonna?
I don't know what to tell you here. Like,
all right. Well, this gap's massive.
Yeah. I'm gonna go max aura. This is where we're gonna start.
Max aura.
I think I'm gonna start playing well because I still feel good today.
Yeah.
I just had some bad situations.
Absolutely.
You know? Too flippy of a disc.
Here's an idea that I just came up with.
Honestly, not a bad shot. Too flippy of a disc.
Because I find I do this a lot of times. So we're gonna keep throwing different discs until not on this hole, but like every hole we're gonna throw a different disc until one hits a fairway and gets way down there. And then the game we're gonna play is that's your tee shot disc, regardless of the hole, until you miss a fairway.
Okay, that sounds good.
Like when you broke 86, you used the passion on like every tee shot, even if it's not the best shot for the disc. It's the best disc for your shot.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone's calling her a forehand roller anymore.
I got a gap right here.
All right, let's see it. This is your last opportunity.
All right, last opportunity.
Yeah, if it works, you keep throwing them. All right, forehand roller retired. We're over 4 on it.
I kind of thought forehand roller was one of the better parts of my game. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a great shot.
I'm really getting those.
That was a
today.
great shot. Don't worry about that tree. You hit the initial gap. It was on the right angle. You just hit a late tree. We're out here just for tee shots right now.
As well
so you do whatever you want in between. Yeah. And bang some freaking putts.
Oh, heck yeah. Whenever it doesn't matter, I'm so good at it.
All right.
Welcome to hole 2 of Discovering Konner's Game, where we believe that there is disc golf to be found somewhere. We just have to unearth it. What do we do now, Hunt?
What disc? The only disc you're not allowed to throw right now is the Aura.
That's the one disc I want to throw.
No, that disc has lost the game.
But like now, it'll flip. Like,
nope, it lost the game. Okay. You go like Passion, you go Woman, you go Kanban, whatever your...
Kanban Jovi.
Okay. This is normally the start of par alley. Here's a really long par 3, and his middle stretch is just survive. So right now, it's just advance. A new challenger has entered the arena.
Parked it much?
You're a woman.
That's not a woman. That was the...
Oh, that was Kanban Jovi.
That was a spell. Well, here's my thing, Hunt.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Actually, I don't have a thing. I did a good job. That's
yeah,
it.
in the next hole, you're throwing that disc. Connor Kennedy is parked. But booyah. That's a birdie. So now we're what? 3 over through 5 or 3 through 6?
We're only 3 over right now.
Yeah, we're killing it.
See, it's good for me to see the scorecard because in my mind, I'm like +9. Right?
No, you only have 2 doubles.
I'm giving up.
You have 2 doubles, 2 pars, a birdie.
Oh, I can delete that.
Yeah.
I can get back to even.
Yeah. Especially with Kanban Jovi in hand.
All right, here we go. Hole 6.
7. You just birdied hole 6.
Why does it say I'm on hole 5? Why does it keep on going backwards?
Oh, no.
My watch is being stupid.
Hot seat. Either you disc or Connor's Apple Watch. Not hot seat. These toast cheese cheddar crackers. My goodness, what do they put in these things?
Hole 5, I got a 4. Hole 7, 448 feet. It's a par 4, though. I mean, this is a birdie hole, for sure. I got Kanban Jovi in hand because we're playing the new game of if I hit a fairway, we stay with that disc until we don't hit a fairway.
Amen.
And I actually love this disc for this hole anyway. And I'm just going to throw it hard because that's what I feel good about right now. Oh.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
It's in the woods on the left. It traveled a decent way. I didn't hit a fairway though.
All right. Well, next hole, different disc. Kanban Jovi, you have been eliminated. This is the biggest spider.
Oh my god.
I think I might have ever seen. I only noticed it because it ran away from me as I was walking.
That's terrible. It's missing a leg.
That shouldn't exist. I don't even know how I'm supposed to get by that. I'm gonna walk around so far. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Oh.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, whenever I try to throw my wizard shot, but I try to throw it harder, I don't usually do well.
Maybe let's not try that then.
Yeah, maybe not. Oh, I thought I had it.
Booyah.
237. You just kind of want to get through this initial gap and then just kind of cruise down left.
Basket somewhere over here.
It's a hole where you really want to let the hole just kind of take control of your disc, throw it and let the hole do its thing. I like to throw Envy here.
Go for it.
That's what I'm going to do. You know, it's a good thing I got Kanban Jovi off the table because I would hate to throw that disc here. It's going to be 2 left. Yeah, it's 2 left, but it's a putt.
Well done, sir.
There we go. That's a birdie.
Birdie.
Being at 3 over before we're done with the front 9, I still could shoot a score that I'm not disappointed in out here.
Absolutely.
Okay,
look how big that is. Why is your bag so close and you're not worried about it?
It scurried out from underneath my bag. Now I'm infested. They've gotten in my brain. We are on hole 9, 342
Where
feet.
did it go? There he is. Okay. Never
I'm
mind.
not scared away.
Oh, it jumped!
It jumped at me!
Not scared away anymore.
You have your side of the earth, I will have my side.
You know, we're going to take the right side of the T-pad, Spidey. You have left. Let's move our bag to our side.
You want.
Yeah, that's all you.
Whatever you. That's all. The Envy is obviously the wrong disc for here. So what do I do? Because I'd like to throw the lady.
We'll give you one chance.
Okay.
This is your chance of, but if you hit the gap with the lady, she's the new disc.
Okay. Flip, 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 flip.
Gap has been hit.
That's 2 times in a row on this hole that I'm kind of the CEO.
If you wondered why the camera had an absolute jolting fest after he threw, it's because I was apparently on a rock, and when I turned, I fell off said rock. Whoop.
Yeah.
Job done. This hole, if you 3 it every time, is taking strokes from the course. This hole is like, it's a long par 3. It's definitely not a par 4, but it a lot of times can play like it because as soon as you mess up, scrambling's so hard. So we just want to 3 this hole every time. So that is a win. That's the same as a birdie.
If I go this whole series and I don't lose one of my orange and brown discs, which is most of my bag, it's going to be a miracle. We're on hole 10 and onto the back 9.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist because it's a 20-hole course.
Correct. Well, after this, there's the back 10.
This is 293 feet. It really is a flex forehand on the right side, but per the rules of this video, I have to throw the lady.
Yes, sir.
Because I hit a gap with it. I actually like this disc for this holdup. Oh, wow.
The lady has been eliminated. You know, this game might not be working as well as I thought it would work. We're back over here talking crazy. The sun's getting to him. Let's throw another forehand roller. I have on record saying that at this point, all I care about is the tee shot. You do whatever your heart desires.
Because either pitch out and try to do a really difficult up and down for bogey, or try to get crazy here and then be sad because I get 3 over on this hole. And I like being sad.
Oh, it's on the brick, I think.
Yes!
Oh, roller con's so back.
Oh, just skip up in
okay,
there for me.
so 4 over on the front 10.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's whatever.
The next hole's a really, really hard hole. And then we got a stretch of easy holes. And we have one more hard hole, and then we got a few more easy. So
Well, the next hole is really hard if you don't throw a good tee shot.
Correct.
If you throw a decent tee shot, it's a par 4.
Yes.
So
yes, the
it
tee
could
shot's what
burn.
makes it hard.
453 foot, hole 11. We got a par 4 here. Really just try to get down this gap and don't kick super far left or right. And then there's an OB creek in front of the basket.
Yes, sir.
What disc am I allowed to throw now?
Anything you want. Well, the lady's eliminated. Con Bon Jovi's eliminated. Envy's
Aura's
eliminated.
eliminated.
Max Aura's gone. Passion's not gone yet.
Passion's not gone. I'll do that. Dang it. Okay. That's whatever. It's so hard whenever I'm used to early releasing, and then I kind of feel like I've done something to figure it out. But then now I start grip blocking, or I don't even know if I'm grip blocking. I think I'm just lining up my body like I'm gonna early release, and I don't early release, and I get a clean release, and then it's like way right because that's how far left I expect to throw. You know, I'm very unpredictable.
That's fine.
Going.
Ooh, great shot. Stop!
Ooh.
Great shot. Par.
That's a nice feeling par.
Yeah, that's a good one to get.
Hole 12, 236 feet. It is just over this hill and then cruises down left. It kind of actually goes straight, but the fairway goes left. So what you kind of want here, if you're not going to throw a flex forehand, is to throw a hyzer that hyzers up the hill but flattens out on the other side of it. And that sounds like the perfect shot for the shaman. I am not going to throw expecting to make a mistake. I think whenever I try to plan my run-up and everything around me possibly making a mistake, it's just like if I throw Siri, I swear. Are you kidding?
Got hit with the Siri one too.
I'm just gonna throw this like it's gonna be good. That way, if it is good, I'm not disappointed.
Well, that you should be always doing that.
Yeah, but whenever you've seen things I've seen, Hunt, you do crazy things.
Now, Connor, why'd you pick that line?
I feel like sometimes whenever I throw, I feel like I'm tripping the entire time, and then I early release, and there's too many things going wrong for me to figure out what to do better.
You're thinking too much.
And that's where it leaves me just feeling hopeless and sad and a little hungry.
Shaman eliminated. Collins found himself in a bit of trouble.
No.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, he's back.
Par.
It's rolling.
Hole 13 is 300 feet. It is straight and then dumps down to the right up over a few little creeks over there. I'm gonna go backhand, that's all. Well, got nothing to say about that.
He's emotionally checked out.
Yes. Oh, even better.
That looked great. Bang. 5 over?
Yeah, we're 5 over.
What's wrong with that?
I mean, it's okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm just like...
Let's do this. Let's do this. 5 over. We're at a 68 right now. Let's just break 70 today.
Yeah.
Let's break 70 today.
That feels good. I just want to feel good about my tee shots.
Yeah.
And I haven't done that yet today.
That's fair.
And so that's the hard thing is I can get like, I get up and down for pars and stuff, but it doesn't erase the tee shot. I just want to be able to hit a gap.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to find.
And yeah, it hurts my
We're finding
feelings.
gaps.
Makes me sad. Hole 14, 198 feet, right up the hill right there. Just very uphill. Now, Hunter,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
I think
Did you name your Siri Hunter?
Oh no. I think that we've proven up to hole 14 after going through approximately 14 discs in my bag. It's not the disc's fault. You mind if I just pick a disc that I think will work and we see if we can fix Connor's hands?
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna go Shaman.
Try something for me here.
I'm gonna go Shaman, and I think what I learned is if I really focus on the T-pad before I throw, on like hold this disc in your hand, grip it hard, then that's the times whenever I aim for an early release and end up throwing it the right way. So I'm just really gonna focus on hold this disc in your hand as long as you can. Okay. What were you gonna say? I
was gonna say on your run up, I think you do what I do where like you get your arm up first, right? Just point, just only swing thought, elbow at target. Okay. Just point your elbow where you're throwing. Okay. Not on your pull through. Just when you like line up, when you start your run up, just point your elbow where you're throwing. Go through your run up, and I'll tell you at what point. Now. That right like there, yeah. When your elbow gets up, just focus your elbow on your target. As soon as you like kind of turn your body, that's all you're thinking about. Okay, I'm also gonna grip the disc. Yeah, just, whatever else you want to do. Disc golf basics. Whatever, yeah, I would hold on to it. How do we feel? Hard to say. I feel like the disc came out middle of the gap just with too much hyzer. Yeah, I could be wrong.
There wasn't a lot of snap coming off my hand. It kind of felt like it just kind of like mud out of my hand, but it mud out of my hand at the right point. Okay. So aim-wise, I feel like that was pretty good.
In the right direction.
Yeah.
Don't you? Oh. That was mean.
Ah. 182-foot par 3 here, quadruple mando.
Boom, 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 boom. 4 of them.
I've never been scared of this quadruple mando, so it doesn't really come into play.
Yeah, let's point that elbow, shall we?
Point that elbow, shall we?
What's that gonna do? I didn't want you to start throwing and then my sneeze attack you.
You know, actually though, I knew the disc was gonna flip because there was a left to right wind, so I knew it was gonna get under it. I felt more comfortable with the elbow made sense there.
Yeah.
On the last shot, it felt a little weird.
Oh, see, you just keep going. Don't worry about the face being made behind the camera. That's just the sneeze taking over my body.
Elbow felt great there.
That's great. Alrighty, mate.
352, probably the hardest par 3 on this course, I would say. It's really, really difficult to birdie. But I learned last time that if I just get it down there and get it going more left than I expect, there is a possibility to birdie, and I think it was with this disc, so I'm gonna try it again. Oh yeah, it goes down way down this hill and then left over an OB creek.
Yes, sir. That looks great. That looks fantastic.
Yeah, I think so. It needs to be. It's not
more left than that.
Yeah, it's not left enough, but
it got a good flip up. Dude, but that should be an easy 3.
That felt really good. That felt like a very good throw.
Oh, he's dialed, baby. Yep.
There we go. I'm gonna grab that.
That's a little tap in for the 3. What's important early in these break series, as someone who took 2 years to do his, is the first ones, we're not out here to break. We're out here to learn the course, figure some things out, figure our game out, figure our discs out. And then we start getting into the actual breaking.
Hole 17, 199 feet, 200 feet, just right up that hill. I'm pointing my elbow at that there gap.
That there gap, about to be hit by the bow.
About to be hit by the bow. Oh. I do have to blame that on some mud action, I will say. I'm not gonna let that affect my emotions.
You step off the T-pad?
I did, well, I stepped right here, which is on the T-pad. And as you can see, there is mud there.
Understood. So well, you missed on the right, and well, the left side of the gap, but the correct side of the gap to miss. So you got enough forward progress.
I'm not saying that to make an excuse for the shot. I'm more saying that to say that like I'm not going to get down about early releasing a disc because I don't think that wasn't like a normal early release. Yeah, that's fine.
Don't you do it.
Stop! Stop! Oh, it's fine.
Okay, yeah.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
I think on these we need to work on like a Annie plopper.
Hey, we're still on our par train. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Hole 18, 234 feet. I think it's realistically a Shaman, and I really want to throw a good shot with the Shaman. I just need it to stay in my hand a little longer. I am struggling with not early releasing the Shaman lately, which is interesting because historically I'm very good at throwing the Shaman, but I haven't been lately. So I got to figure that out for my own pride.
I would say that was not an early release, sir.
No, yeah, that was like 4 feet right of where I was aiming, but pretty good. Oh! Well, that's okay.
I stayed close. Yeah, that's par. Par trade.
All right, hole 19, 273 feet. Feeling hungry for some birdies, just for personal motivation here. So I'd love to birdie one of these last two. Yeah, I'm just gonna point my elbow down that gap right there, super downhill, and then a little to the left. Oh!
You know?
That was definitely more right than I wanted it to be, but it's fine.
Friendly,
so
very friendly kicks.
Not gonna argue with the trees there. I said I wanted to birdie this hole, and the trees put me in a spot where I could, so I have to honor them by making this. Ah. Oh.
Take that, trees.
I'm not gonna honor you, you nerds. 302 feet, last hole. I would really like to get a birdie here.
If we par this, we shoot 69. We break 70. Which I think last round you shot 77.
The good thing here is I shot a lot of strokes better than I did last time, and I still feel like I played a really poor round. So I'm still trending towards, if I play a round I'm semi-decent, well, like I'm semi-proud of, then I will be kind of close to my mark. So it's, I'm not like down in the dumps yet. And also, you have to remember, Hunter showed me that I have an elbow.
You do have an elbow.
So I'm much better now.
You have been hitting a lot of gaps post elbow.
I have been. Post elbow, I've been hitting a lot of gaps.
You threw that thing with some spunk.
That honestly went like right near the basket, but I think it took one final skip to like 40 feet.
Yeah, but hey, 40 footer. Yeah, he actually has a great birdie look for a 9-stroke improvement. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what, a 68?
That's a +6 because I parred it.
That was a birdie, Con.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not used to putting in twos. This is really good. There's a lot of times during that round that I felt like I did things that felt like momentum towards the right direction instead of just a bunch of speed bumps. So I think you're really going to want to watch next month because I think I might release something next month, you know? Yeah. This is a really good way to end this round, and I think I'm going to carry that through into next month. But we got to wait a whole month. So it feels like an eternity whenever I'm just sitting around. I'm just like waiting for that next round to happen. It feels like an eternity, but I feel good. I feel like I have momentum.
Well, look at it this way. You double bogeyed hole 1.
Yep.
And you double bogeyed hole 4.
Yep.
So you take just those two off and you're at a 64. Right there, you're already going into the part of the course where like you could still be pushing some with a lot more momentum versus this time you kind of lost. My sneezes are contagious.
Give me your sneezes.
The middle of the course here, I feel like you were in a little bit down in the dumps, like, well, I can't make anything happen today. Versus if you went par there, then you're in a like, you know, I can make something happen today.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I really, really appreciate your support. This one just felt way better because, again, I knew that I had a lot of people backing me up on the other side of the screen, and that is huge for these videos. So please join us again next month, and I look forward to seeing you there.